So we're on part 3 of 5-1, and this is probably, they're all very important concepts, but this one is probably the most important concept that we have to really understand that's brand new to us, and this is called a reference angle. So the reference angle of a non-quadrantal angle, meaning that the terminal side doesn't lay on an axis, is the acute angle. So that's so important to understand. It's the acute angle formed by the terminal side of the given angle in standard position and the x-axis. So if your answer is not acute, meaning from 0 to 90 degrees, then that is not a reference angle. Now, I'm going to show you some formulas to find it, but I am more of a reasoning kind of person, so it's going to show you once and then I'll just show you how to reason it out, okay? So if you're in quadrant 1, that means that your angle is already between 0 and 90. So that means that your reference angle will be exactly the same as the angle that you're talking about. So remember this fishy looking letter, that's actually alpha from the Greek alphabet. If you're in quadrant 2, now your alpha is larger than 90. So we have to figure out this angle measure from the terminal side to the closest part of the x-axis. So x is your terminal side. So, I'm sorry, is your reference angle. So notice alpha plus x gives us 180. And so that makes x 180 minus alpha. All right, so if we talk about the quadrant 3 terminal side, now you're talking about this y value down here, okay? So do you see that alpha is more than 180? So if I can cut out all the stuff above, which is 180 degrees, then I'm left with my y measurement. And so y is alpha minus 180 of its degrees. When we get all the way into the 4th quadrant, so the z value is here, then that means that my reference angle is going from my terminal side to the positive x-axis. And so do you see that that's 1 revolution minus how much we went around? And so we get 360 minus alpha. Hopefully you can see that. So 360 minus alpha. So over here, if we look at 227 degrees, that is not an acute angle measure. So that is not my reference angle. So remember, this is 0, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270, and this would go back to 360. And so 227 is somewhere in between 180 and 270. So this whole thing is 227 degrees. We want to figure out what is the measure of this little reference angle right here. So do you see that it's the 227 degrees minus the 180 up above? So if I subtract 180 from that, I get 47 degrees. And that is this little acute angle measure here that gets us just from that negative x-axis to the terminal side. Okay? So take a moment to pause the video. What I would do for B is put it in the first revolution and then see what you get from there. So if we subtract 360 from that, we would get, let me grab my calculator, we'd get 640 minus 360, which gives us 280 degrees. So if I go ahead and do this, we've got 0, we've got 90, we got 180, we have 270, and this comes back to 360 again. So 280 is somewhere in this 4th quadrant here. So this whole distance around is 280. And notice if I go all the way to 360, that's 280 plus this angle measure. So 280, whoops, that's a 0, plus the angle measure gives me 360. So that means that my angle measure is going to be 360 minus 280 degrees. And so I get alpha is equal to 80 degrees. And then again, double check, did you get an acute angle measure? 80 lies between 0 and 90. So then I know for a fact that that is an acute angle measure. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense. I will have tutoring on Mondays from 1 to 2:30 if you need some extra help. Sorry, that was for a 2020 year. If this is not 2020, then I would refer to the syllabus to see when I'm having tutoring.